Hello, Miss Buckner's class. This is Miss McLean. I'm sorry I'm not here today. I am going to go take this little cutie here to the doctor, but I will be back tomorrow. If you have any questions or issues with checking in or checking out, you can talk with Miss Ramsey or wait for me to come back tomorrow. I wanted to start by showing you guys a video called the Little Free Library. We're going to be doing something just like this here in our library, and I'll talk with you a little bit more about that after we watch this clip. You can see that it's like less than 3 minutes. So go ahead and put your attention up here on the projection screen, and then we'll watch this.
Is that a doghouse? It sure looks like one. But if you take a closer look,
I think it's really unique. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before.
it's called the Little Free Library. And in terms of libraries, it's probably the smallest you've ever seen. It's hardly enough for a handful of books, but lately it's become the center of attention here on this quiet street.
Very good idea.
Now, libraries are known for making people shush. But this one is causing quite the opposite reaction. Jessica Nixon decided to check it out. And she's not even big on books.
So I just asked a gal at work if she had any good books that she could recommend. I'm not much a reader, and she said, I just drove by this place near my house, and there's this little box.
A little box containing a world of stories, from National Geographic to a book on how to age with grace. It's a new adventure for everyone who opens it.
The books in here change every day.
Grant Welke built this thing from leftover items in his garage. A wooden post, shingles from his gazebo, stucco that matches his house. It's quite the work of art that's now become a centerpiece of this neighborhood.
We check it every day. My wife and I, every day after work, we have we have a look, and we've probably taken half a dozen books out of here.
Here's how it works. You take a book that you like that you've already read, like this one, my personal favorite. Look for something you find interesting. Malcolm Gladwell. That looks good. And you do a little swap. Simple as that. Simple enough that even people who don't visit normal libraries can be found here. For Jessica Nixon, she'll now have something to read at the lake this weekend.
Maybe she's going to start reading because she wants to see what other people are reading and share books with them. And so if that's happening, oh, that's amazing.
Amazing. What a big difference a little library can make. Calvin Toe, Global News.
Okay, guys, we are going to have our own free little library here at Fairstown. The difference between our free little library and the rest of the library, the rest of the books, belong to the school, and you have to, renew them or recheck them out or return them after 2 weeks. Well, these books that are going to be part of our free little library are actually going to be yours to keep if you want to keep them. The books are over here by the circulation desk. You can kind of see them standing up over there between the two bookends. People have already been making swaps, so these are already actually different books than what I originally put out. That just like the guy said on the video, basically you can kind of bring a book that maybe it's one that you like, but you're not going to read again, and it's just sort of collecting dust at home. Bring it in and leave it behind and swap it for another one, and keep checking back because these are already turning. After only 3 days of this going, almost all of these books are new compared to what was here before. And I also want to ask you to please make sure that you talk to your parents first about this because people are taking these books to keep, and I can't guarantee I'm going to know who everybody is, where everybody's at that has your book and who took which book. There's no way for me to keep track of all of that. That is theirs to keep. So please talk to your parents first, and you're welcome to take part in this. Now I will say that just like for that free little library, if everybody only takes from our little library, it'll be over really quickly. You have to give as well. So look at home, see if there's books that you have, and I don't want books that you necessarily have outgrown. You can see here from the books that I brought from my house. I didn't bring any of my 4-year-old's books like Clifford and Dora. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I brought middle school books. I also didn't bring books that were mine that are adult books. I only brought books that are meant for middle school students. So make sure those are the type of books you bring. If you're not for sure the age level that's appropriate for the book that you bring, let me know. I have websites I can use to look it up and we'll just check and see. But, I just don't want baby books or too old of books. This is for our middle school and something for you to do. What I'm hoping is that you're going to find a new favorite book, and if you love a book that you get from here, you get to keep it. If after you've read a book or you've read a little bit of it and you realize, this one's not for me either, well, bring it back and swap again. We can keep swapping as long as we can keep it going. My hope is to keep this going until Christmas break, but it's going to be up to you guys. You got to give and take both. If I kind of feel like it's kind of starting to die down around Christmas, we'll stop. If people are really interested in it, then we can just keep it going for as long as you guys want to keep it going. I don't mind if we kind of always have this constant book swap going on. It's going to be up to you guys to kind of keep this thing going and bringing in your donations to our library. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and check out books. If you will give your attention to Miss Ramsey, she'll tell you how she wants you to do this. When we're done checking out books, I do have more to talk with you and show you, so you will be coming back to these tables. Thanks.